Project presents Hoods in the Woods, a pantomime for radio written by the Yellow Belly Writing Group and performed by the Virtual Players. Part 1.
Twas in the forest centuries ago, two hoods hooked up, don't you know? Their paths had crossed their fates also as they stumbled upon one another. A wolf was at large, the people scared, but both our heroes went deterred. To aid our maiden, one hog raced ahead, with his merry men close behind him. Oh my, but the wolf was bad, the baddest wolf we've ever had. Oh my, but the wolf was bad, with teeth sharp as razors. But the wolf was already at Granny's place. She'd beaten Robin in the race, tied her up and donned her clothes in order to ambush our maiden. So when good Robin did arrive, he found poor Granny quite alive. Was it her, or was it not? 'Cause she didn't look how he'd expected. Oh my, but the wolf was bad, the baddest wolf we've ever had. Oh my, but the wolf was bad, with teeth as sharp as razors.
What a glorious day it is today. The sun is shining, the flowers are blooming, the birds are singing. The only thing that's missing is some lovely company, but now you've turned up to join me, my day seems even brighter. It's a pleasure to meet you all. I'm Lord Oak, and welcome to Sherwood Forest. I'm a woodland spirit, and it's my job to look after all the creatures and trees and plants in this forest. I'm rather good at my work, even if I do say so myself, and I take pride in this lovely place. So as long as you keep off the grass and don't pick too many flowers, we'll get along swimmingly. There's never any trouble on my watch.
That's what you think.
Wilhelmina Sharpfang, what are you doing here? I thought I told you to keep out of my forest.
What do you mean? Your forest? This forest belongs to all the creatures that live here, including me.
That may be, but you, my dear, are trouble. You're not exactly the social butterfly we like around here. No one feels safe when you're around.
Well, that's because I'm not a butterfly. I'm a beautiful wolf. And it's not my fault people think badly of me. You've given wolves a bad press.
You reap what you sow, my dear. Don't you recall your cousin bringing terror to those innocent little pigs on the far side of the kingdom? What did they ever do to him?
You can't blame him for being hungry. Oh, and bacon tastes so good. Yummy.
I appreciate wolves need to eat, but did he really need to destroy two of the little fellows' houses?
Most people have to break open the box to get at the meal.
Look, my dear, I fully understand you need to eat, but do try to keep to the smaller creatures. No, and I mean no hunting of human beings. They have as much right as anyone to live, work and walk through this forest.
Ugh, very well. If I must, just to get you off my back, I shall agree to your very fair terms.
Very well, but be warned, I shall be watching you, and so shall all the little creatures in the forest. They will report back to me any wrongdoings.
Of course they will, the little snitches.
Now, be nice. I shall leave you to it and bid you a fair day.
And you too. Farewell. Goodbye. And good riddance. So, he thinks he's got one over on me, does he? Thinks I can't do what I want? Well, that's never stopped me before. Let's just see how much trouble I can cause before his little minions squeal. Human beings are fair game. And if they come into my playground, they'll see I'm the best player in the forest. Just you wait.
Today's the day. Finally, I'll get to make my mark on this world and achieve great things. Robin said I could join the band. Oh, how long I've waited for this moment. I'll show them all what it takes. The real makings of a scoundrel and a highwayman. Ha! Who's laughing now, eh, Susie? Everyone will tremble when they hear the name Will Scarlet.
Are you done mucking around? Did you finish gathering the water for Mother?
Aha, but of course, no task is too difficult for the elusive Will Scarlet.
Yeah, we've heard it all before. The hero of the woods. The water will start to turn if you don't hurry back.
And what a fine batch of aqua indeed. I truly am a genius when it comes to hunting and gathering, if I do say so myself.
Ah, there you are, my two young doves. I feared you'd got lost, or even worse. You should be careful wandering off too far, dears. I've heard there's a particularly nasty wolf prowling the outskirts of the woods.
No doubt such a cowardly beast would turn tail and bolt at the sight of such a worthy hero as myself.
You always did have your head buried in those storybooks, ever since you were little. Always your head was away in the clouds, dreaming up some ridiculous adventure. It was probably all those beans I let you keep eating.
What's beans got to do with it, Mother?
Well, the doctor said if you kept eating them, they would make you crass.
The beans will give you gas, not crass. How many times? And another thing, it's not just stories. I will become the greatest hero this wood has ever seen. Once I join up with Robin, of course. Wouldn't want to upstage the merry men on their home turf.
You know that's all they are, right? Stories, exaggeration, and inflated depictions of the truth.
Pah! Robin and his band are the only things preventing people from taking advantage of his little sister. You should pay them more respect.
Look, my dears, you haven't got time for squabbling. You've got to get off and visit Granny.
Oh, not today, I'm too busy.
Your poor grandmother needs her delivery. You know you have to take fresh food to her every week. Here is the basket with all the essentials. Bread, milk, cheese, apples.
Wine?
Oh.
Ha ha, very funny. You should be a comedian.
I was once. I did a gig at the local theatre, but I fell through the floor. I think it was just a stage I was going through.
I'm talking about the wine in this bottle. That's hardly essential.
That is one of the 5-a-day fruit and veg.
Wine isn't included.
Well, it should be. It's made from grapes. Just don't drop it on your way to Granny's.
I've got something very important to do today.
It'll have to wait.
I don't mind going by myself.
Thanks, sis.
I'm not having you wandering around in these woods by yourself. It's not safe.
But
No more arguments. Will Scarlet, you will escort your sister to your grandmother's cottage. And that is an end to it. Now be off with you before her milk curdles. And put on your cape, Susie.
My red one?
Yes, the one with the hood. It's a bit chilly out.
Okay, Mum. See you later, alligator.
In a while, crocodile. Well, Will, aren't you going to say goodbye to your mother?
goodbye to your mother.
You know very well what I mean.
See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.
Come back here, you cheeky so-and-so. Oh, do you know what, listeners? That son of mine is getting a bit too big for his boots. And he's too quick for me to catch now. I need to get fit, start doing some exercise, Mind you, to me, exercise is a dirty word. Every time I say it, I wash my mouth out with chocolate. I mean, I'm just not the kind of person to get up early to exercise. Although having said that, I always do 10 sit-ups every morning. It might not sound like much, but there's only so many times you can hit the snooze button. Actually, listeners, if I'm honest, I do need to get into shape. I can't even run a bath without breaking into a sweat. I tried to take up jogging. It'll add years to your life, they said. And they were right. I feel 10 years older. The doctor advised me to take up walking instead. He said you must walk at least 2 miles a day, which was perfect for me, really, because exactly 2 miles from my house is the cake shop. I am trying to follow the doc's advice, though. Every afternoon I go for a tramp in the woods. He's getting pretty fed up with me now. I weighed myself the other day to see how I was getting on. I took off all my clothes, went for a wee. But I'd only lost half a pound. Mind you, I'm not sure those scales in the chemist are completely accurate. Anyway, listeners, I must get on. I've got all my housework to do.
Quickly, Guy, this way. I sense Robin Hood and his men are nearby.
Near where, Sheriff?
Nearby?
Oh, better round up the guards and get them to buy, then.
Silence, you over-literal loon. There's a road just up ahead. Quick, Guy, check if the coast is clear.
No, there's no one at the coast.
Aha! Just as I suspected. If he's not at the coast, then he must be inland. We're inland, ergo Robin must be here.
If you say so.
Shh! You hear that? Someone's coming. Quick, go behind that tree.
But I don't need to go. Ow!
Zip your trousers back up, you filthy fool. And remember, this is a family adventure. Now, keep quiet until it's our turn to speak again.
And then Mother Superior said, I never knew you could do that with a claymore.
Where on earth do you hear these stories?
Best you don't know.
Oh, what a lovely day. I do wish you were coming with me to Granny's house, Will.
Susie, I've told you, I've got to join Robin and his merry men. You never know when the Sheriff of Nottingham is going to decide to throw us in the dungeon. Or worse.
Honestly, the way you go on about that old sheriff, you'd think he was lurking around every tree in this forest.
What was that?
Probably just a little horse or something. Anyway, it's been so long since you saw Granny. Can't you see Robin on the way home or something?
Oh yes, I'll just shoot a message off to the band of outlaws. Sorry chaps, might be a little late, visiting Granny. They're wanted men, Susie. They can't just hang around for me, or else they'll hang for the sheriff.
Just watch out you don't join that hanging. No good will come from joining them.
You can't change my mind, Susie, and that's that.
Oh well, you go on your way and I'll go on mine. See you later.
Farewell, stay safe.
Good gad, Guy. Did you hear that?
Oh ho ho ho! That mincing minstrel surely knows where Robin is.
And wherever Robin is, so too is all his loot.
What do we want his loot for? Neither of us can play the guitar.
No, you fool. Loot, money, gold, treasure. Riches.
Riches? Oh ho ho! With all that, Marion will be mine for sure.
Quite. Come now, Guy. Let's follow that fellow. And bring that swooshing sound effect with you.
Yes, sir.
I wish you'd belt up, Alan. I got a splitting headache.
I'll have you know I'm composing my next ballad about Robin Hood and his merry men.
Not another one. You were always making up songs about Robin and his merry men. It's getting boring.
But a wandering minstrel I, Alan a Dale, 'tis what I do.
Well, you need to give it a rest.
Or sing about something different for a change. There's never any mention of us ladies in these songs.
Good point made, Marion. How about composing a song that features me and Marion for a change?
Why would I want to do that? Who wants to hear about you two?
Charming.
No, what I mean is, people want to hear about Robin's adventures.
But we're part of the team. We're part of his merry band.
I'm his betrothed. I definitely should get a mention.
Yes, everyone likes a good romance story.
I don't. I hate that soppy stuff. I would rather hear about Robin stealing from the rich and giving to the poor.
Look, Alan, let's put it like this. You either compose a song with me and Marion in it, or I'll shove that harmonica where the sun don't shine.
Oh, fine. OK, I'll try and compose a song with you and Marion in it, but it won't be that good.
Oh, that's the signal. Robin and Little John must be back.
Hello there! Are you friend or foe?
Friend.
In that case, what's the password?
Badger.
No, that's not it.
Oh, isn't it?
No!
Right. What about rabbit?
That's not it either.
You remember the password, Little John? It got changed last week. I'm sure it's a furry animal.
Is it woodlouse?
Woodlice aren't furry.
Oh, yeah. How about hedgehog?
Hedgehogs aren't furry. They've got prickles. You can't cuddle a hedgehog.
No, but they make good hairbrushes.
We can't remember the password, but it's definitely us.
Prove it! Tell us something only Robin Hood would know.
36, 28, 36.
That's definitely Robin.
Approach, friend.
About time. We've been on our feet since lunchtime. All I want to do is sit down.
Stop moaning. We didn't even get lunch. We've been on the go since this morning.
Tell me about it. We have done nothing but cook and clean all day.
That's not the worst job to have. Little John and I are constantly walking around the forest, trying to hunt for things by ourselves. At least you have Alan and Dale to help you.
Alan doesn't do anything other than sing.
Is it my fault they have a good singing voice? La 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 la. At least there is some entertainment while you guys do all the work.
No offence, but it would be a lot more entertaining if you could actually sing.
I can sing.
All right, you guys, let's stop fighting with each other.
I can hear someone coming.
So can I.
It's only me.
Well, Scarlett, you can't just walk in here like that.
What do you mean?
Well, you've got to say the password.
OK then, the password. Ow, what was that for?
For being smart.
What do you want, Will?
Well, I just wanted to ask if I could join the Merry Men.
Why, do you want to join us?
Please, I just want to be part of Robin Hood and the Merry Men. I'll do anything you ask.
Anything?
Yes, anything.
OK, we will let you join. But before we do, you will have to pass the initiation test.
OK, what's the initiation test?
You will find out soon enough.
Oh, I'm sorry, you startled me.
Not as much as you startled me.
Then I beg your pardon.
Wait, you're not terrified? shaking in your boots.
Oh no, I have an affinity with animals. I can even get them to do my bidding. It's a magical gift I've always had.
Oh, and you still haven't received your Hogwarts letter?
We're medieval here. Hogwarts hasn't been invented yet.
You've put a big target on yourself wearing that bright red cloak.
Not at all. A hunter won't mistake me for an animal of the forest.
I'm being hunted by Robin and his band.
Oh, I can get my mother to speak to them on your behalf, if you promise to behave in return.
I'm hesitant to trust a human.
Then let's declare a truce.
Very well. I will not harm you, and you will not harm me in this glade.
Only in this glade? That's very specific.
It could easily betray me. It's not wise to declare friendship with someone who can pounce on your back tomorrow.
I'll ask them to lay off if you agree to not attack humans. Good day, Miss Wolf.
Ha! You've left the glade outside of my truce. Not attack humans, you say? Oh, but you have the most succulent meat.
Hey, get off me! Help! Help!
I hear a child in distress. Hold you. Get away from her.
Not you.
Yes, me. You will not harm the girl. Not here. Not now.
Are you?
Yes, Lord Oak at your service. A guardian of the forest. I've watched you and seen your love of all animals. This does you honour, but you must temper it with wisdom. These are wild animals after all.
Yes, thank you. I'll bear that in mind.
I believe your grandmother's waiting for you. I think Horns Under the Hammer is about to finish. Then she'll be quite bored. She'll be glad for your visit. Run along, my dear.
Thank you. Good day.
I can't believe you kept me from my prey.
She is not your prey.
Fine. I'll settle for something less human.
Good. I'm glad you understand who's boss.
Of course. Your woodland spiritness. Ha! Like I'm going to listen to him. I have an empty stomach that can be filled very nicely with that little girl.
I can still hear you, you know.
Oh dear.
Is the blindfold really necessary? Why all the secrecy?
We wouldn't want to spoil it for the listeners, would we now? It's supposed to be a surprise after all.
I suppose you're right. How long do we have to continue walking? Feels like we've been travelling for hours. Ah, good, finally.
Now that we're off the beaten track, we can begin. Over to Alan.
Yes, thank you, Robin. The trials of the merry men will test your cunning and resolve. If you fail, well, we'll cross that bridge if we come to it. The test will be comprised of 3 riddles. Feel free to play along at home, listeners. Are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Good. First one. What has branches but no leaves, trunk or fruit? Wait, do you hear that? It's like a strange ethereal ticking. Ah, never mind. It's probably just the suspense.
A bank?
Indeed, a bank. Only last week we robbed a carriage bound for the sheriff's treasury, I heard. Though you didn't hear it from me. Right then, second question. What has 6 faces but does not wear makeup and 21 eyes but cannot see?
I don't know, pass.
You can't pass. That's not how it works.
I'll give you a clue. We highwaymen often use them for entertainment to pass the downtime between jobs.
Is it dice?
Yes, dice. Very good.
On to the final question. If you get this wrong, we'd have to string you up for a few days in the forest.
You understand, of course. I have a reputation to maintain.
What? Don't I have to sign a waiver or something?
Here's a nice one to tie it all off, well in keeping with the setting and all that world building stuff. What do you call a room with no windows or doors?
A dusty room?
No! Why would it be dusty? How would the dust even get in there?
Oh, I think I got it. A mushroom.
We're hot on that trail, Guy.
Nah, there's a stiff breeze. I'm not hot at all.
A merry man will hang today.
Well, I didn't know they do curtains.
No one knows my pain.
They do glass for the windows too.
How can there be so little intellect in such a large frame?
They make the frames too. They really do everything.
Oh, I can't handle it.
The heat again, sir. Hey, when we see the merry men, we can get one of their windows so you can open it to let the breeze in.
Wait a moment. Ha! I hear someone. Quickly hide. We can ambush them.
Hello, boys and girls.
Ha!
Ha!
Ah! What is the meaning of this?
We thought you were a bandit.
Well, I'm not. My name is Vivian Scarlett. I am but a poor widow, and on my way to my mother-in-law, who is even poorer. All these years, alone without my husband, getting poorer by the day. Oh, the sheriff's no help with his taxes.
I am the sheriff.
Well, why didn't you say so? I'm used to rubbing shoulders with the high and mighty. Quite attractive you are. A voice for silent film, and a face for radio.
Tell me, madam, are you in cahoots with the merry men?
No, of course not. I'm an upstanding citizen.
Oh. I could get you a stump to sit on.
Aren't you the one who sells them clothes?
Yes, that's what I do. I make clothes and sell them. Now, I don't approve of their lifestyle, but their money's as good as anyone else's. I need what business I can get. Oh, but let's stop talking about those outlaws and talk about more pleasant things.
Oh, like Pokemon Go.
Be quiet, you fool. You never know what's going on in a conversation.
I always know.
Ha! Like when you thought we were talking about Prince John on safari.
Well, you said the prince has got the best of Richard the Lion and took his heart.
No, Richard the Lionheart is King of England.
Not for long. I hope you know where your allegiance lies for when Prince John becomes king.
Because he cares about my allegiance. Although, he might after you and I tie the knot.
When we do what?
Tie the knot means to get hitched, to take the big plunge, to tie yourself to the old ball and chain.
Oh, shut up. I know what it means. Madam, how can you suggest marriage? We don't even know each other.
When two handsome people find such attraction, why hesitate? Acknowledge your feelings. Give in to your passion.
Okay, I will give in to my passion. I'm in love with the most amazing girl down the village. I'm going to marry her. Get itched. Take the big plunge.
Yes, confabulations. Mazel tov. Oh, Sheriff, I am young and beautiful, and you are... young? Well, beautiful? Oh, you're entirely you. Think how beautiful our children would be, if they favour me. If not, I have two very beautiful children, which will be your stepchildren.
You have children? Ha! I'm surprised.
Why is it surprising that I'm a mother?
No, it's surprising they aren't adults yet.
Oh, you cheeky so-and-so. You know I'm not that old. My eldest is only an adult in the technical sense. And I will always be younger than my age. I pay a lot of attention to my beauty routine.
Is that so?
Yes. I fight the effects of aging every day. I will never be one of those women who accept time and resign themselves to age gracefully. No, not me.
No, you certainly aren't aging gracefully.
How dare you? I've never been so insulted.
Oh, it's early yet.
It's all right having yet another merry man, but has anyone ever wondered how us women feel?
Exactly. Overworked and underappreciated. Just look at this week's rota. Monday, merry men patrolling the forest. Women, cleaning and cooking. Tuesday, merry men combat training. Women, cleaning and cooking. Wednesday, merry men carousing and balladeering. Women, cleaning, cooking and washing. It's no wonder they're so merry and we're not.
It's just so unfair.
Worry not, fair ladies. As promised, I have completed my ode to your good selves. It will gladden your hearts.
What do you think, Marion? Shall we let him sing it? I am not so sure.
Oh, we might as well. It might lift our spirits.
Thank you, good ladies. You won't be disappointed. Fair Marion and Tucky, stop things from getting mucky.
I told you! Get out of our sight this instant, you gibbering baboon!
You were quite right, Sister Tuck. Things are going to have to change around here. Wait a minute. Is that someone approaching through the glade?
Who goes there? Friend or foe?
Friend. My name's Susie Scarlett.
What's the password, Susie Scarlett?
Oh, do we really have to go through all that rigmarole again? Isn't the newbie called Scarlet too?
I think you're right, my lady. Oi, Will! Can you vouch for this one?
Susie, what are you doing here?
I had a run-in with a wolf.
And you got away?
You never were the brains of the family, were you, Will?
I'm a merry man now.
And so he is. Pray tell me, Will, who is this fair maiden?
She's my sister, Susie.
Enter our camp then, Susie Scarlett. You are most welcome.
Thank you. So, you must be Robin Hood?
Indeed I am, fair maiden. Robber of the rich and giver to the poor. At your service.
Well, how do you know that I'm not rich?
Ah, Will, your sister has spirit. I like that. Marion, my beloved, perhaps you can make this fair maiden welcome.
Oh, I'm not stopping. I've got these provisions to take to Grandma.
What about the wolf, Susie?
Funny name for wolf, Susie.
Stout little John. 'Tis this fair maiden that's called Susie. Did you say there's a wolf in the forest?
Yes, Susie only just escaped with her life.
Don't be so melodramatic, Will. The forest has a way of looking after the innocent.
I won't hear of you traipsing the forest with the wolf at large, fair maiden. Give me that basket so that me and my men...
Merry men, Robin.
Quite so, little John. So that me and my merry men can deliver the basket to Grandma.
But you don't know where Grandma lives?
Oh, I'm sure that Will tell me where. Won't you, Will?
You dare, Will.
Through the glade, over the dale, round the beck and first left at the top of the hill.
Oh, Will.
The basket, please, fair maiden.
Don't you fair maiden me.
You can't make her give it to you, Robin. That would be stealing.
And we wouldn't want our reputation to be tarnished now, would we?
Tell me, Susie, would you call your family well off?
We get by.
And you, Will. Is the table usually full of good fare at your house?
Mom does a mean venison casserole.
Then I'll have that.
Hey, my basket!
By any standard, you are rich, fair maiden, and I must complete my chivalric duty. Come, little John, Alan, we're off to Granny's. Stay here with your sister, Will.
Granny's not poor either.
No matter, I will have done my duty.
Bit of a tale up this, Robin. Stealing from the moderately well-off to give to the equally moderately well-off.
Silence, Bard. To Granny's men.
Merry men, Robin.
Oh, shut up, Little John. Stop talking and keep your eyes peeled. There's a dangerous wolf at large.
Well, isn't that just typical? Marion and I were only just saying that it's no wonder that the men are always merry with getting all of the good stuff to do.
Absolutely. I'm so sorry, Susie. Robin is so set in his ways.
Sorry, sis.
Through the glades, over the dale, round the beck. Don't talk to me, Will Scarlet. Come on, ladies, we can still get to Granny's not long after they'll arrive. It'll be worth it just to tell her about the character of the men delivering her vin rouge.
Right, Violet. I suppose you better finish your sherry and get yourself out of this armchair. You need to flick the duster around before your grandchildren arrive. I don't want them thinking you live in a pigsty. That'll make them really disgruntled. Disgruntled. Oh, it's the way you tell them, Violet. I'm wasted living in this cottage by myself. I should go on tour as a stand-up. Well, maybe not a stand-up. More like a sit-down, but with my back trouble. I say. Now, why did the schoolboy eat his homework? Because the teacher told him it was a piece of cake. Oh, dear. Oh, do you know, I could just eat a slice of cake. Nice bit of Battenberg. Anyway, come on, Violet. Time to haul yourself out of your chair. Now, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there we go. Easy as skinning a rice pudding. Ooh, that was good timing. That'll be Susie and Will at the door. Oh, it will be lovely to see them and to see what goodies they've brought me. Vivian had better have put some wine in for me and some chocolates, but mainly wine. Oh, yes. And a nice bit of Battenberg. Yes. Hello, Susie and Will. Hello, my dears.
Sorry to disappoint, but I'm not there.
Oops. Well, that'll teach me for answering the door without putting my specs on first. You're all of a blur, I'm afraid.
Perhaps that's for the best.
So, who are you? How can I help? You're not here for the rent, are you? I'm a bit short this month.
How tall are you normally?
Well, I know I've got a little behind.
Not from where I'm standing.
Pardon?
Oh, could I come in? Rather than standing out here on the doorstep?
But I don't know who you are.
Oh, I'm from the Turtle Dove dating agency. I believe we may have found a match for you.
I didn't know I was signed up to any agency.
Oh dear. Must have been an administrative error. Sorry to disturb you. I bid you farewell.
No. Wait. Hang on a minute. You might be able to help me.
Really? Are you looking for a new man?
I'm always looking for a new man to share my life with. Preferably one with his own teeth and a bus pass.
I'm sure I could find someone suitable for you.
Would you like to come in?
Oh, if you wouldn't mind. It looks like it's going to rain.
Does it? Oh, I can't see a thing. Come in, my dear. Talking of rain, that reminds me. What do clouds wear under their trousers? Oh, dear. Thunderwear! Did you get it? Thunderwear?
Yes. Very good. very witty.
Now, would you like a dry sherry?
No, I'd rather have a wet one.
I'll put my spectacles on so that I can see what I'm doing. Now then, where are they?
Well, here they are, on the dresser.
Oh, thank you, dear. Let me just pop them on. Oh, that's better. Oh.
Yes. Oh.
You're a wolf.
Oh, 10 out of 10 for observation.
Are you going to eat me?
No, I don't think so. Old ladies tend to be a bit tough and chewy, and I want something much more tender and succulent.
Like a spring chicken?
Well, I was thinking more along the lines of your granddaughter. You know, the one in the Little Red Riding Hood.
Oh, heck.
Yes. Now, here's what's going to happen.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. This doesn't look good, does it, listeners? And after I really told that dastardly wolf not to be eating the humans of the forest, now she has Granny hostage and is going to use her as bait for poor little Red Riding Hood. Will she succeed in her plan, luring in little Susie, or will Robin and his band of merry men arrive in time to save the day? Or indeed, will Marion and her friends arrive before Robin? It seems we have a race against time. Lunchtime. And what with Will Scarlet passing his test and becoming a merry man? Will he be up to the task? Oh no. I'm not sure what will happen, though I do hope it will turn out for the best. You never can tell. Who'll get there first? Will they be able to save Granny? Will she catch the next instalment of Ohms Under the Hammer? Listeners, I'm sure you're as eager as I am to see what happens next. And without you, we can't go on. So please, oh please, join us next time for the gripping finale of this adventure.
Hoods in the Woods was written by Kai Bailey, Ian Cahill, Paul Graves, Bradley Griffin, Michael Hill and Lee Johnson, with contributions from Emma Thompson. It featured the following performers in order of appearance: Peter Hewson as Alan Dale, Glenn Tate as Lord Oak, Joe Warwick as Wilhelmina Sharpfang, Rory King as Will Scarlet, Eve Lomax as Susie Scarlet, Ian Cahill as Vivian Scarlet, Paul Graves as the Sheriff of Nottingham, George Lyle as Guy of Gisborne, Colette Buchanan Gray as Sister Tuck, Liz Dugard as Maid Marian, Nettie Wright as Robin Hood, David Draycott as Little John, and Abby Johnson as Granny Smith. The programme was recorded and edited by Colette Buchanan Gray and directed by Kai Bailey. This production was presented by the Lincolnshire Move project, which is funded by the European Social Fund and the National Lottery Community Fund.